There it is.
We
Preparing to
can't see
live
that.
stream the meeting.
It
We
says your
can't see
meeting is
that.
now streaming live on YouTube.
I see it.
There we go.
What's
Look
up,
at God.
There
YouTube?
we go. Now, what is this? Um, okay, the Chris Amira Show personal meeting room. Okay, what do y'all see?
We see meeting is now live on YouTube.
And then it
Okay,
says record, and it has the live right next to the record button.
Yeah.
bam.
Yeah,
There
we're
we go.
good. We're good
Okay,
to
all
go.
right, we're
What's
good
up,
to go.
YouTube? What's
So
going on? This is the Chris and Amira Show with TL Chisholm.
Woo woo.
hey, look,
Yes, yes,
first of all,
yes.
I'm saying hey, like I'm TL. I ain't even TL. Okay, y'all. So now I'm going to my Facebook page. I mean, to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to share it on Facebook. But listen,
Okay.
y'all. Okay, so
Oh, I see us, so I can
you
share it.
see us?
Yes.
We're dope. Okay, y'all, just give us a couple of minutes. We're just trying to get everything
Come
together
on in, Saints. Come on in.
If you're
and get stuff
watching us live,
situated.
please share, 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 like and share.
And what they say, and hit that notification button so that you can always get that ding, 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 ding when we
Yes,
have
yes,
new
yes.
content uploading.
Absolutely.
We are uploading now. We need to get some people up on here. There we go. I see us, y'all. I see us.
You see
Okay.
us.
Excellent. I'm
I
glad
see us.
somebody can see
Okay,
us.
perfect. I see us.
We good to
Okay, so
go.
while that's going, y'all, we're gonna have like such an awesome conversation tonight. I think it's like one of those conversations that we talk about amongst ourselves, but we don't necessarily really have the conversation, and we don't talk about it, and we definitely don't talk about it from a ministerial perspective or from a
Mm-hmm.
humanistic perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you know us, you know that we love to be real, we love to be transparent, and we love to have good conversations. So we are your favorite couple,
Chris
as he said,
and
and
Amira.
Amira of the Chris and
Chris
Amira
and
Show.
Amira
And we
Show.
are here with the fabulous TL from the Midday Merger, y'all. Hey,
Yes.
TL.
Y'all.
I love how she says that. Hey, y'all. So
Yes.
listen, we're really talking about, like we are coming up on Thanksgiving. That's in like what, 2 weeks, y'all?
Yeah.
Next
I
weekend.
think it's like 2 weeks
It's
away.
next
Yeah,
week.
like it's
Next
not
week. Next
not that
weekend.
far off.
Right.
And it's cuffing season.
Hmm.
It's that
Hmm.
Okay.
season. I'm just look.
Fellas.
We gonna just jump right in there. It's a
Up.
cuffing season, and you know, I gotta be
Oh,
honest.
look at TL.
I cuffed. I cuffed when I wasn't supposed
You see it with the pillow, right? You see it with the pillow.
to.
We having too much fun.
Listen, so TL, let's just go ahead and break the ice, and
Yeah.
let's just dive right in there. I don't like to sugarcoat stuff. So it's that season, and we need to have that conversation. And
Mm-hmm.
how do we get through it? Like, what is it? What does it feel like? To be single and to be in ministry and to love God, but to still be a woman. And so how do you make it?
So, first of all, if y'all listen to the Midday Merger, TL also keeps it real. And so,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
since it is cuffing season and I am a single, you asked what it feels like, and the answer is simple: cold. It feels cold, Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. First of all, a couple of years ago, I committed to my singleness in a way that for 2 years, I decided to not date at all. So that means, no return DMs, no random date night.
Wow.
I just really wanted to commit myself, wholly
Yeah.
spiritually to God. And I think that's needed in every single woman and single man's life. And so I want to challenge you, if you have not taken a fast away from men or women, perhaps you're not quite yet finished. I'm always reminded of, what we see in Genesis when we see that Adam was not woken up, sis, and to eat was finished. And so this is our finishing moment. And so I want to encourage you with that. Don't get discouraged when you're going through this season. I know it's cold. I know it can feel a little bit lonely. Sometimes you got to bind that spirit of loneliness and get you a body pillow. But God is finishing you in this season. If you're a woman, and if you're a man, he's finishing your woman. And while you are sleeping, he is developing you, cultivating you, helping you to grow. And so that's the first word. Before we say anything, just be encouraged. I always say I'm single but engaged. And so that means that I'm single by title, but I'm engaged in my community. I am, a youth pastor, a worship leader, the founder of a nonprofit organization. I am about to be an author. I stay busy, and that helps. So you being single but engaged, say yes to community service, say yes to keeping the kids at nursery. Say yes to your own business, to building your own empire. I always say my big is building an empire. And so even though it can be cold during this season, I want to challenge you to be encouraged and be engaged. But it gets real. Like it's difficult. I was just in a very serious relationship not too long ago. And, we decided because of, a mutual decision that was best for us to take a space and a break. And so let me just be honest, I've been dreading the holidays because I'm in a family where all of the female girls on both sides of my family, except for one, they're all married and they all have children. Right. So holidays looks like marriage and family for me. And it looks like, Tracy, being the one that goes to the Food Lion because I'm single and I don't got kids, so I'm picking up the last minute spices. We forgot butter, and everybody's like Tracy.
Right.
She ain't got nothing to do. She good.
And so you make the potato salad, so I'm that girl. But I'm learning to embrace it. My family is wonderful. They're very supportive. They understand the place that I am and the place that God has me in this season, and that he's developing and growing me and finishing me. I'm in my finishing season. I do think I'm almost up. I don't know whether Adam hit the snooze clock.
Right.
I thought I was finished.
Yeah.
Adam hit snooze on me, so I'm gonna let him snooze, sleep a little longer.
Yeah.
He getting this bread up. Yeah,
but it's definitely, it's not easy, and one of the things that I do want to encourage the church to do, we kind of preach and teach the gospel from a family and married standpoint. Every single person that you look at, they prophesy that you're getting ready to meet your Boaz or your Ruth. But some people are called to singlehood, and they're called to be in a place of singleness. And even when you're there, it's not like winning. It's not a hierarchy, like being married is not above being single. I think it's on the same level, because I honestly think that's the one time in your life where you are only in covenant with God. And so when you get married, now you're in covenant with a person, so you have responsibilities to earth. But when you are single, you only have a responsibility to God. And so that is probably your most holiest point in your life. And so what I kind of don't like about today's church is that they teach singles that we're just there to get married. Like, your goal should be to work to get married instead of work to become, whole, healed,
and who God created you to be.
Place you're in. Yeah. So that's my take on it. We got to change that narrative when we teach. I hate when a prophet comes up. They look at my ring. Your Boaz is coming. Look.
Right.
Right.
Let's talk about
flag on the play.
So TL, I'm dying to ask you this. All right. So.
Well, don't die to ask.
I'm living to ask you this. So look. So I get it. The commitment, you have the commitment, you've made the commitment to God, to yourself, to make sure that you are like committed to being single and like being, having that relationship with God, letting him grow you and all of that good stuff on a mental, physical, and spiritual plane. But what I want to ask you, because you looking fly, you out there in the community, you doing all of this stuff, and then brothers be looking fly. I know brothers be looking fly. So it's gonna be times where you walk by that brother and it's like, he smell good and he fine and muscular and whatever you like, TL, whatever it is that you like.
Is that Boaz cologne I smell?
Yeah. So what do you do when that I don't know if y'all can hear that sniff hits you and you like, oh wow. What are the sisters supposed to do when they feel that, when they hear that, when they smell that man walk by?
I think it was Maya Angelou that says that a woman should be so lost in God that he has to seek God in order to find her. And I truly live by that. Live by that testament. And I also live by, I always tell single ladies, God will keep those who want to be kept. So it's a mind state, first of all.
That's
and to be honest with you, my focus is really not there. Sometimes I'm so focused on like what I'm doing and serving the Lord that I sometimes may miss the guy that walked past smelling like Boaz, because I am really devoted and committed to my mission. And I feel just like as Ruth was found in the field gleaning, that I'm going to be found in the field working, gleaning. I'm not going to be found waiting. It's important that you gain in the weight, like you gain weight, WAIT, that you are gaining, you're progressing, you're growing, you're learning, you're becoming. And so those distractions, when they do happen, because they will happen, you have to understand, you have to have discernment and know when it's God and know when it's you. Because you can get to a point where you're feeling so desperate that just because, Deacon Brown held the door open to you, you're like, oh, Deacon Brown must like me. You know what I'm saying? Or he told you to smell nice or look good. Everybody that compliments you says he's not into you. I'm sorry. Some guys are just nice guys and they're like, you look nice today. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that we're not romanticizing something that is just a fleeting moment. It's just the fact we're gonna walk past people that's attractive. I don't know about y'all, but I think y'all marry and y'all still walk past people that's attractive. So
let me tell you something. Listen.
Right.
I love, and you know us personally. I love my husband down.
You do.
You understand? Down, honey. But let's be very, very clear. If T.I. walk past me, listen, because I love me a thug. It's just that he ain't saved, but I love me a thug. If T.I. walk past, it's gonna be a conversation, okay? If who was it, y'all, in Wakanda that played?
Don't do it.
Yep, the nephew or the cousin, not Chadwick Boseman. Who was it? Michael B. Jordan. Is that him? Baby, listen. I don't want to say he can get it, but I'm just
fighting out. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
It don't matter. You are absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Just because I'm married doesn't mean that I don't see. But you said something that was so powerful that I think a lot of us women miss, is that we have to be found working. You cannot be a sleeping giant. You can't. You cannot just be dreaming and hoping and wishing and, I'm going to marry a man that is already established, or I'm going to marry a man that has good credit, or I'm going to marry a man that has this, that, and the third. He too needs to find something that is able to add to what he already has going. And so when Boaz was in the field, it wasn't only that Ruth was gorgeous to him, she was working. So it's like, wait a minute, she don't mind getting her hands dirty to help me build the kingdom. She don't mind doing that. So what do you have to say to women that have such great potential, but they've been told that lie to just sit by and wait on your Boaz, not realizing that Boaz found Ruth. He did not find Rosa.
And, Amen. I think first and foremost is that we over romanticize the story of Boaz and Ruth. Boaz and Ruth is a story about a person finding their kinsman redeemer. That is a typology of Jesus Christ. What we should be learning from that is not how to find a husband, but how to find a Lord and a Savior who will protect you and keep you. So that's number one. Understanding that story that is teaching you about what Jesus did for us. He was our kinsman redeemer, and he redeemed us in the moment that we needed it. So I think when we think of these, love stories in the Bible, sometimes we miss the fact that that's us falling for Christ. That's us falling for being who God has called us to be in this season. We're so focused on looking for the right one that we forget to become the right one.
Yes.
That's right.
And so in order for you to become the right one, you have to be focused on the one who is your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And while all of this sounds great, I know it's hard to put to practice. I get it. I have my moments where this word is not nigh thee. I get caught up in feeling cold. You know what I'm saying? I get you. Right. Hold on. Don't let go. But you have to understand that it's truly a commitment. And what I have set out to do is I've set out to conquer singlehood. I don't just want it to be a fleeting or passing thing, something I pass by. I want to conquer it, because what I'm saying is that the same problems that you have when you're single, you're going to have them when you marry. If you don't figure it out while you're single, if you were insecure, you're going to be an insecure wife. If you were dirty single, you're going to be a dirty wife. It doesn't magically go away because we get this piece of paper. And so I think when you prioritize you, this is your time to prioritize you in your relationship with God. How often do you get that? Like my cousins were encouraging me today. They're like, sis, you get to sleep at night. Like my baby's waking up at 2 a.m. Like, enjoy this moment.
That's facts right there.
Before the Zoom, Chris was like, babe, you know that you're not quiet. Like we can hear you, because I had to give the whole rundown. Don't come knock on my door. I bet not hear your voice. Well, if we have to ask you, don't ask me for nothing, because I have children and I'm trying to do my work. I've got to get done what I have to get done, but I also have to still be a mom. And to your point, I think that many people do not understand that just because you get married, it does not mean that things are easier. If anything, it's harder, because I have to be concerned about me. I have to be concerned about him. And then if we have children, I've got to be concerned about the children. Then I have to care about what my in-laws think. He has to, all of those extra dynamics that did not occur when I was single. And not that I don't love my husband or I don't love my children, but I'm being very honest. There are days that I will sit and I will wonder, like, I wonder how far along in my career I would be if I didn't have children. I love them and I am grateful for them, and I ask God for them. I beg God to have children, but there was a level of ignorance to asking for that. And so when we go to God as single women and we ask him, oh, can I just get a husband? Do you really know what you're asking for? And the answer sometimes is we really don't know.
Are you really prepared to be a wife?
Are you really prepared?
Are you really prepared to be a wife?
There's a different level of sacrifice that comes with being a wife.
Absolutely.
And so I'm grateful to be able to walk in the ministry of being a wife, but I also miss at times being single. I'm just being very, very honest. And so when you come up on holidays and expectations, I know that I used to get tired of hearing, when you going to have kids? When you going to have kids? When you going to have kids? And I'm like, when you going to shut up? When you going to mind your business? When you going to stop talking? You know what I'm saying? So how does TL respectfully yet firmly answer those nagging questions that people are asking because they think they're coming from a place of concern, but it's really also coming from a place of you reminding me of where I'm not right now, and I didn't ask you for that.
And
Right.
I love that perspective. How do you handle those questions? They're gonna ask those questions. Just go ahead and prepare for it. Auntie is gonna ask it in Thanksgiving, grandma might mention it at Christmas. But I think it's being secure and knowing who you are. And I think preparation is key. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I have learned, with me I created this planner and I've learned the importance of planning things. Like I mentioned that not too long ago, I had a meltdown in a moment, even leading up to this moment where I wasn't even sure if I was ready to talk about this and discuss this. And the reality is you have to plan. Like you can't just like, I plan out my weekends because if I don't, sometimes I'll get depressed and I'll be crying and worried about being alone. You got to plan out your days.
Right.
Like, say
That's right.
at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna get my nails done. And at 2 o'clock, I got a book club. And keep yourself busy, plan out, prepare for the questions. They're gonna come. Don't let it surprise you. Don't let it take you by surprise. And know your answers. Like
Yeah.
I always say when God see fit, you talk to him about that. Like
Yeah.
and people be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You should ask about that question. You really should, because
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
figure it out too.
You said when God sees fit, he'll give you the
Yeah.
answer. You have a
Yeah.
conversation with him.
Yeah.
So listen, you guys, if you're watching us, which I know that a plethora, many of you are watching us live. Listen, we're going to cut this thing short because in order for you to get the deep on the rest of the conversation, that's the name of this show, the Tea with TL. In order for you to get the rest of the tea, baby, you have got to tune in Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Praise 104.9 FM. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
So now I just said all of that, y'all. So now I'm praying that I know how to end the live.
End it. Y'all might be getting a bonus.
We're still live currently.
We are still live.
He's still live.
We are live and counting.
So I just, and they like,
yeah. I might have the rest of it right here. No, I'm just
right.
They like, yes, sis, you just talked all that junk. You can't even cut it off.
Right.
So I'm going to end the whole joint and then we're going to come back.
How about it? Let's do it.
All right.